So we're here in Bend, Oregon, and I discovered the problem with Bend, Oregon. The problem is I think it's like the best town. But the problem is that everyone has realized that. Okay, so I didn't realize that there is literally a viewpoint right here by the parking lot.
Definitely did not need all of this hiking gear. So far the river is extremely mellow and mellow enough for people to be out here on just the inflatable tubes and paddleboards. We of course have our Briss boat. Woo.
What's up guys, Jesse here with Adventure Endeavor. In this video, Melissa, Lincoln, and myself are exploring the super popular town of Bend, Oregon. We start the journey in the historic downtown where they have a large amount of restaurants and shops for you to explore. The cool thing about Bend is how connected everything feels. From downtown, it's a short walk to Drake Park and over to the Deschutes River. So we're here in Bend, Oregon, and I discovered the problem with Bend, Oregon. The problem is I think it's like the best town. But the problem is that everyone has realized that, and it's extremely busy and extremely popular, and now it is no longer the best town because of that. I think like probably 15 years ago, this was the best. But now I think there's other places like Durango and Flagstaff that maybe are not quite as nice, but because they're less crowded, they're super cool.
I agree. It might be the best, especially with the proximity to the mountains. It's really nice.
Mountains, the river, the desert, everything.
The
it's all
overall
right
vibe is awesome.
Very granola.
Very granola, and that is true. But you know, we really haven't noticed too much terrible traffic. Even though there's a lot of people, the traffic isn't that bad because they have a lot of traffic circles, so it kind of keeps it flowing really well. A very popular activity in Bend is to float the Deschutes River. There are many launch areas that offer easy access. Considering we had our little one Lincoln with us, we opted for a mellow float today.
Splash, Bobos! Yay!
But the unassuming current makes the paddle back upriver more challenging than it seems. Deschutes River.
We made it to the Deschutes River.
Deschutes?
We launched right after their whitewater park, and man, it's packed today. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today. Beautiful weather. And our game plan is to launch after the park, go down to like downtown, like Drake Park, and then row our butts back up. It might be a workout, but we like that kind of stuff.
So far the river is extremely mellow and mellow enough for people to be out here on just the inflatable tubes and paddleboards. We of course have our Briss boat.
Woo! We'll link it below because this thing is sweet.
Yeah, it's great for our family. We got it with the expectation that we were gonna have a child soon, and it's been great so far. Lincoln's chilling super hard with Dad.
And then also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the white water pack, obviously there's kayakers, but there was a bunch of people on tubes floating down too if you want more of an adrenaline rush. You can float, and then there's a beach, and you can get out and then walk back and float, and people keep doing that like all day long. So it's pretty cool.
The next day.
We're here in Bend, Oregon. We're at Tumalo Falls. Everybody always gets on our case for not knowing how to pronounce stuff. Well, we're not from here, and there's a way that locals do it and then travelers do it, and we're probably doing it wrong. Anyways, this is a short hike I believe it's 2 miles to go to the falls. Online it said that it's very busy on the weekends, but we're here, it's 10:15 on a Saturday. Parking wasn't that bad. So you can kind of see the parking situation. Cars park along the road, and it is a dirt road in, I don't know, what was it, like a mile? I don't know, it's not too bad.
Like that. It's maybe, what, like half an hour like west of the actual town of Bend, Oregon?
Yeah, towards the mountains.
Not really that far. Nice little just morning jaunt
We'll
up
see.
to this waterfall.
It looks pretty steep.
It does look steep. Look at that ridge.
Okay, so I didn't realize that there is literally a viewpoint right here by the parking lot.
Definitely did not need all of this hiking gear.
So if you don't want to hike a lot, you could probably find a parking spot close and just go to the viewpoint. But we're gonna hike up North Fork Trail, Tumalo Falls viewpoint, and it says it's just a 1/4 mile, and then we're gonna see how we feel, because you can also go up to a couple more waterfalls known as Double Falls.
Yes, the viewpoint is even handicap accessible. It's a flat, wide little trail, just like a little stone's throw from the parking lot. So
yes,
keep that in mind if you're bringing someone that maybe has a wheelchair.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe, because Adventure Endeavor is always giving you this super legit knowledge. So when you go somewhere, you know exactly what to do and how to do it.
Right.
And it's always very accurate.
Because we're super knowledgeable and we know a lot of things.
To stop in a bed. Now rats can shine and jokers got silver lining. Holy Mary sings songs in the wet rain.
What do you say, babe? Is it definitely worth the 1/4 mile walk
Totally.
up?
I mean, it's really steep, but it's super short. Well worth coming up to the upper platform.
All right, guys, so we made it to Double Falls. It's somewhere between a mile and a mile and a quarter. I think it's definitely worth it. The worst part is getting up to Tumalo Falls overlook. Once you get up there, then it's kind of gradual, a little up, a little down. But I would say if you're here, do it, because why not? And you don't know when you'll be here again. Some friends invited us out for one night, and we met them at the Grove. It's a food hall with 9 different locally owned restaurants, bars, and coffee shops.
We enjoyed the casual atmosphere and the modern style. We ate at Shimshon, where they have a flavorful menu inspired from Israel, Spain, Morocco, and beyond.
Living in an RV full-time brings special challenges, especially not having a babysitter. Melissa and I have come up with a system of mountain bike riding that works for us. It's pretty simple. We take turns, and sometimes we ride on different days.
On the Phil's Trail system on the west side of Bend. These trails are amazing. They're super flowy, not too technical, not too difficult, which is perfect for me. It's like a gradual downhill, like the whole way, like 5, 6, maybe 7 miles from the top of Lower Whoops all the way down to Phil's Trailhead. Pretty amazing trail system out here. If you're into mountain biking, you'll definitely want to check it out. It's super, super popular for a good reason.
And we noticed the other day, if you live in Bend, you either have to have a rooftop tent on any vehicle, and you put a rooftop tent on your Honda Civic, or you have to have a van. So
Everyone has
if you
a
want to
van
move to
or a
van,
rooftop
if
tent.
you want to move to Bend, keep that in mind. I think it's a requirement.
It's
Like it might be like when you purchase a house, you have to like show proof of a rooftop
People
tent
already own one of the
or
two.
a van. Yeah.